Hello, my name is Dr. Steele, and welcome to Steele Mathematics, where lessons in Algebra 1, Geometry, Algebra 2, Pre-Calculus, and Calculus are taught. And today, we are going to be talking about finding the length of an arc and the area of a sector. Now, before we get into that, let me tell you what a sector is. Let's say we have the whole circle. Well, the area, or should I say a sector, is this gray region. It is a region bounded by a central angle and the arc it intercepts. So the gray area that you see is a sector. Now, the circumference is the distance around the circle. Therefore, the circumference is 2 times pi times the radius, and the area of a circle is pi times r squared. The length of an arc is a certain fraction of the circumference, and the area of a sector is that fraction of the area of a circle. But what exactly is that fraction? That fraction is theta over 360, where theta is the measure of the central angle. So the arc length is theta over 360 times the circumference of the circle, and the area of the sector is theta over 360 times the area of the circle. So let's look at some examples. All right, let's say you ask to find the length of each arc. Pi is 3.14, and we're going to round to the nearest tenth. Well, theta is 104 degrees. Therefore, this is 104 over 360 times the circumference of the circle, which is 2 times pi, which is 3.14 times 8. So as you can see, this is how we set it up to find the length of the arc. So now we're going to do, in your calculator, 104 divided by 360 times 2 times 3.14 times 8. And you get 14.5 inches. So the length of this arc is 14.5 inches. Whatever the unit of the radius is, that's going to be the unit of the length of the arc. All right, next we have number 2. The measure of the central angle is 228. Therefore, this is 228 over 360 times 2 times pi, which is 3.14, times the radius, which is 3. So this is how it's set up. So now you're going to take your calculator and you will go 228 divided by 360 times 2 times 3.14 times 3. And you will get 11.9 centimeters. All right, for number 3, the radius is 10 feet, and the measure of the central angle is 45. Therefore, this is 45 over 360 times 2 times 3.14 times 10. So we go 45 divided by 360 times 2 times 3.14 times 10. And you'll get 7.9 feet. All right, so that was the example of how to find the length of the arc. Now let me show you some examples of how to find the area of a sector. So number 4, let's say the radius is 20 millimeters and the measure of the central angle is 116. So this is 116 over 360 times pi, which is 3.14, times 20 squared. So this time we're finding 1/16/3/60 of the area instead of the circumference. So we're going to take our calculator. We have 116 divided by 360 times 3.14 times 20 squared. And you get 404.7 square millimeters. When we talk about area, remember that the unit is squared. So in number 5, we have 46 over 360 times pi, which is 3.14, times the radius squared, or 18 squared. So we do 46 divided by 360 times 3.14 times 18 squared. And you get 130.0 square centimeters. All right, for number 6, the measure of the central angle is 303. So this is 303 over 360 times pi, which is 3.14, times 7, the radius, squared. So you do 303 divided by 360 times 3.14 times 7 squared, and you get 129.5 square inches. So as you can see, finding the length of an arc, you're just taking the central angle over 360 times the circumference, and finding the area of a sector is that same fraction. That's the measure of the central angle over 360 times the area of the circle. I hope that you have a wonderful and blessed day.